Well, I am overwhelmed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Those of you who come all the way from the north end of the state, Prattville, and all over the district, of course. I'm just so honored to have you. I cannot do this by myself. This is a team effort. I remember when we started this endeavor in 22 when I ran for office. I walked around with these little cards. I made them myself. I mean, I never ran for office before. And I did remember to put that little thing about who paid for it. But I want to tell you some of the things I put on it that were important to me. End sales tax on groceries. Cut it 2% already. We're going to get it done. We're going to finish that. Stop the indoctrination of our school children. We've taken care of that. Ensure citizens retain the right to self-defense, while criminals retain the right to go to jail. Taking care of that. Protect religious liberty. Remember, during COVID, churches weren't able to worship. It's the darn most un-American thing I ever heard in my life. I am a veteran, and that's why when we were working, it was getting close to midnight. I did go into the speaker's office up there. So we had soldiers sleeping underneath a deuce and a half in the desert right now. And by golly, we could stay up to midnight, 1 o'clock, and get this thing done. I was kind of fired up because there was a question. There was a question. We were going to help the police, or fight, our first responders. So I was there, and I'm always going to be there. One of the last things, too, dedicated to bring industry to District 85. And I'm telling you, we're making some wins. That SEEDS Act, we have a industrial park getting built over off of Denton Road. And we can't talk about yet who's going to be moving in there yet because they're still negotiating. But I tell you what, in 2026, we're going to see some big wins. Amazon opened up a distribution center in District 85 in our district. And they didn't receive any government funds. They just did it all on their own. But you know what? That tells you something. When they're going to open it up right there, they know we're open for business. We're going to be business friendly. We got the Dothan warehouse putting $1.5 million. It's going to create another 100 jobs in the Wiregrass here. So we got a lot of good things going on. And so when I talk about that card, I have kept every promise I made. And I continue to promise you that I'm going to continue to keep my promises. That is so important. One of the things that I believe that I add value is that all of my constituents sitting here today, you get buy-in. I mean, look at how many times we've interacted, whether what the issue was. We got our veterans here. We were running that veterans bill. I was the only one to stand up and speak on the House floor, stick up for want to change how our Veterans Administration is aligned so that we get a cabinet level representation of our veterans in the state. Everybody thought it was controversial, but the entire time I'm in line with Post 119 and asking them, are we good? Are you satisfied? Do you have any concerns? Farmers Federation, Ashley Clemens, where's Ashley? Anyway, all right, he's back there. Ashley, Farmers Federation was trying to run a bill so that they could have a farmer's health plan. Farmers, they weren't able to farm. They got to go work a job or a part-time job just like health insurance. And Alpha had a plan forward. And so it was a very controversial bill because you have entities who also sell health insurance in the state. But anyway, we were negotiating that, and Ashley just happened to be visiting the office at the time. And then one of the representatives from Alpha came into the office. He's sitting down, and we're starting to go back and forth because he wants me to, support an amendment. And I put that gentleman through a lot. I had a lot of questions, but when I started asking my questions, Ashley was like, "You want me to leave? You want me to get out of here?" I was like, "No, you're part of this. You're my constituents. I don't keep hidden secrets from my constituents." So we negotiate right in front of one of my constituents. So that's what I think is one of the number one values that I provide for you. I hate bragging about myself, but the governor does say it's a sad dog that won't wag its own tail. So this is one of the things that I like to let others speak on my behalf. Moving forward, in May, we're probably going to have a primary. We may or may not, but we need to be ready. This is important. This is important to me because, like my colleague said, I refer to the District 85 as my foxhole. You ask my colleagues. I said, my number one job is to protect my foxhole. That's 2/3 of the city of Dothan, all of Henry County. And then I get a little more protective of the wiregrass too, and that's when my colleagues and I get together and we circle the wagons. But I'm going to need your help. If this is important to you, you can help. You can help in your own way. You might be donating some money. These signs are not cheap. But you can help in other ways. You can help us put those signs up. You can help us make phone calls. So after the turn of the year, I'm going to be reaching out to y'all. I'm going to need you to all come up. We're going to have an army to make sure that we get to do this again and I can continue to serve. Because that's what I want to do. I want to continue to serve. So thank you all for showing up. Thank you for your support. Please eat. We got plenty of food. No rush to leave. Mingle. Special thanks to my colleagues, Lee Halsey, Larry Starnes, Bubba Underwood, all my colleagues come all the way from all over the state. So my friends from Montgomery, and of course my delegation. But most importantly, my majority leader, thank you. And my speaker, you guys provide great, terrific leadership. That's why we're doing great things in the state. And I want to continue to be part of that team that you have formed. God bless you all. Thank you very much.